Hey, nowadays we have new free plugins every week, so it's hard to keep track of which ones are actually good. Because yeah, today I bring you the actual best free plugins of recent time. Now you know that I take my time testing all of the free plugins that have been released so I can make this video. So if you appreciate that, please give a like to it and also subscribe to the channel. Now to showcase all of these plugins, I thought it would be fun to make a loop so we can use them on different elements of this small track. I chose tend to keep a wide variety. I'm sure you will have fun with each one of them, so let's start with Synth Reverb. If you remember this other video about free plugins, you may remember Verb by the same developer. Well, this takes the same concept, but gives you more control on the type of sound that you want to build. But what the hell is Synth Reverb? Very basically, it works like a reverb, but is not a reverb. The tail that it's going to produce is actually based on simple synthesizers. And as you can see at the top, you can choose the note that you want it to keep. That way you get results like this, for instance, with a vocal.
At the break of dawn, I'll be gone. I will run into the shadows. I'll be gone tomorrow.
Or in the case of the loop that I made for this video, I used a simple sawtooth wave going through the synth verb to get this kind of brassy result. Now I can't get lost making this kind of sound, so let's go to the next plugin, which is Topos. Now I know this is a stripped down version of the full software, but on its own is very capable and it just sounds excellent. Honestly, I would love to get the full version, but I cannot afford it right now. So for $39, if you're watching, call me. So the free version includes these 4 modules: the filter, the amp, the speaker, and the mix. The distortion that you can get is very crunchy and beefy, and the speaker sounds very nice. It's very realistic too. Now for the context of this loop, I decided to keep it subtle, just to give a little bit more of crunch and shine to the sound of the drums. Now, next one is pretty unique. And I mean it because there are not many free plugins with these capabilities. This is Rippler X, a modal synthesizer. Now, I got different videos about modal synthesis if you want to learn more about that, but this type of synthesizers will recreate real-life instruments. The thing is that Rippler X is very complete because it lets you choose the resonance profile, and then you can play around with different parameters like the material, and experiment with these other knobs for the heat, for the ratio, the tone, the decay, and whatnot. I used it for this small melody, and I mean really small melody. But of course, this doesn't have any effects, and that's totally fine because it's a very unique and capable synthesizer on its own. But that brings me to the next plugin, Dream Eater by Freak Show Industries. By the way, my channel members and patrons will get free presets for many of the plugins that I'm showcasing today. So I invite you to join the platform you like the best, because you will get a lot of free stuff. Now, I hope the interface doesn't make you uncomfortable. Puta la. I hope the interface doesn't make you uncomfortable. It's part of the unique design of freak show industries. This is a frequency shifter delay, and you can change the amount of repetitions before it starts shifting the sound. Now, of course, it has some parameters that makes it very weird, but also very unique. I don't know, this is a type of plugin that, rather than explaining, I prefer showing to you.
Don't let me go. Don't let me go.
I've gotten many nice surprises and happy accidents while playing with it. Now, I know that technically this isn't free, but also technically it's free. I mean, the developer lets you steal their plugins, which is a fun way to say that if you want to support them, you can buy it. Now, the next one is actually a free plugin that originally it wasn't supposed to be free. For some reason, Sennheiser decided to make all of their Dear Reality plugins free. But I'm not going to talk about all of their plugins, I'm just going to concentrate on the bigger one, which is Dear VR Pro. The depth of this plugin shows that it wasn't originally made to be free. I mean, it's a binaural 3D space reverb. So of course, for this part of the video, my recommendation is that you use headphones. I mean, by just playing around with this grid, you already get the 3D effect. Which is really weird, and if you close your eyes is of course more effective. Now, the type of space that we can use for this plugin is right here on the reverb, and as you can see we have a lot of different options, from halls and rooms to even offices and cars. Oh, we also have a plate reverb, which is weird because plates are like 2D. So yeah, it's an impressive technology, so it's crazy that it's free. Next one is another synthesizer, this time from Cleverand. This is Synth Sphere. This is a synthesizer that doesn't have deep parameters or whatever, but it's a very unique idea. It's like a sound constellation that you can explore, and as you can see by the percentages, you can actually mix them. It has a delay, and that's basically it. It's a kind of plugin that you start by having fun with it, and then you may struck with a little bit of inspiration. So yeah, it's very basic, especially compared to the work of Full Bucket Music. Topology is their latest release. This is an emulation of the Trilogy and the Stratus by Krumar. The thing about Full Bucket is that their synthesizers are very close to the original in terms of the sound and also in terms of the workflow. Of course, if you forget that this is software and not a hardware. The idea behind this synthesizer is that you can mix different timbres together. That is your typical synth oscillators, an organ, and also a string ensemble. It has that vintage nostalgic kind of sound that I like a lot. Now that's enough about synthesizer, let's go to another effect, this time a reverb. This is the recently released Sala. And by the way, in Spanish, sala means room. I don't know if that's the reason, but it's a cool name. It's so lush, so sweet, that even if it's a very simple plugin on itself, I had to put it on the list. But anyway, this is another plugin that's here mostly because the quality of sound. Besides, you can get from the smaller ambience to the bigger otherworldly halls, so that makes it very useful. Now again, you know that I like to make contrasts. Sala was a pretty simple plugin, but the next one is very deep and complex. This is To Expect by Tyrul. Is an image to spectral filter kind of effect. Basically, white means sound and black means silence. This yellow line is going to scan the image, giving you this spectral movement too. So of course, the idea is that you use images that let you create some evolution in this spectral filter kind of sound. Now you have parameters to change the textures and whatnot, and also parameters to change the image. But to be honest, I've been having most of the fun out of the pencil. Because yeah, if you select the pencil and you press shift, then you can draw anything you want. And not only the pencil, we also have the spray. And the spray is like instant spectral sparkles. Now, usually I don't do this, but the next plugin is by the same developer. Besides that, I'm recording this on a different day because when I finished recording the original video, this developer decided to release the plugin. But it's very unique and very interesting, so I had to add it on the list. Tug Image Synth is very similar to the last plugin, but the difference is that it's not an effect, it's a synthesizer. The way this one works is by transforming the image in some sort of wavetable. And now you can even use images with color. It has a filter and a simple oscillator, which is always nice, but of course all the magic comes from the image. We even have a moving circle to scan the image now, and besides that, thanks to the modulators, we can transform the image as we play. Now, the only things that I'm missing is actually the ability to draw an image with the pencil, the lines, and the spray, because that can give you very weird kind of results. So yeah, it's a fascinating type of synthesizer and I love that it's free, but of course you can support the developer by giving a donation when you buy it on Gumroad. I actually did pay $10 for this synth. So the invitation is that if you can, consider supporting not only this developer, but also all the developers that are on this list. Besides that, I would love to read in the comments which are your favorite recent free plugins. Thank you so much for watching this video and I will see you next time. Bye bye!